All right, good evening. This is the Planning and Zoning Commission. We are located at 101 South Main Street in Joshua, Texas. It is 6:30. I will go ahead and announce Action A to call this meeting to order and announce that we do have a quorum present and move on to the Citizens Forum. The Planning and Zoning Commission invites citizens to speak on any topic unless that item is specifically noted on the agenda. The Planning and Zoning Commission is required under the Texas Open Meetings Act to limit its response to responding with a statement of specific factual information reciting the city's existing policy or directing the person making the inquiry to visit with city staff about the issue. No commission deliberation is permitted. Each person will have 3 minutes to speak. Nobody online?
No, sir.
Okay. We are clear and jumping right into C, the regular agenda. First item is to discuss, consider, and possible action on the January 5th, 2026 meeting minutes. Everybody have a chance to take a look at those? If so, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion, we approve.
A motion?
Seconded.
In a second. Okay. All those in favor? All right. Moving right along, number 2, discuss, consider, and possible action on approving a final plat regarding 0.949 acres of land known as Lot 1, Block 1 of the Huckabee Edition, situated in the Thomas W. Baird Survey, abstract number 40, in the extraterritorial jurisdiction of the city of Joshua, Johnson County, Texas, located at 226 Ranch Road. Mr. Peacock?
So this is a property just under an acre that lies outside of the city limits in the ETJ. There's a current development agreement and we will not be exercising the annexation option. They're simply asking to plat the property so their son can build a home of his own there. I think most of the information you have in front of you, the staff has recommended approval with the noted correction of the proper street name.
Everybody have a chance to review that plat or use time to look at it?
I've just got a couple of questions. Mike, ETJ, you said they're under a current development agreement?
Yeah, almost all of the ETJ the city has now has been put under 20-year development agreements.
Right.
And so if they subdivide to a builder or something, the city has the option to annex. But our policy has been, if it's only just for a single property for a family member or something like that, we don't take the option to annex them into the city. We keep that option available if it was a developer that wanted to build multiple properties.
Do we have anything in regards to formally written with that kind of policy? Does that not just open us wide up to picking and choosing who we're allowing those agreements to? Because when we passed that legislation, when we did it in the first place, that was exactly what it was for, is if you do develop, it's just an automatic annexation. I mean, it's just how that was done. That's why those were written by the council, and that was the agreement. And then later on in, other legislation comes through the state differently. And
They laxed a lot of the requirements and options for those properties over when you could do them, when you couldn't. There used to be size requirements, forestry. There's lots of different things. Now it's pretty much done to make it where you can do them for an extended period of time, regardless of the size. But again, what the intent of the policy when we put one together was that it would be for large scale development. And so I think this is the third one, maybe the fourth one, that they've cut off a little piece of property for a family member, and the council has not opted to annex either one of them. Now, if there's a written policy in place, I don't know that there is. I'd have to touch back with Aaron on that to find out exactly what it would be, but I don't believe there is a specific policy. It's always just left up to the recommendation. I don't think it would be difficult to generate one if
correct.
if we needed to. So,
right.
And it may be, because like I say, it's always been an acre or two that somebody's carved off for another family member. So we've not.
Because we're seeing, just month to month to month to month to month, it's always a family member.
Yeah.
It seems to be not to say that's not the case, right? Not
Yeah,
to
no,
say that at all,
I think that it is, but, and another thing
that's-
is none of these properties are very big, so it would take several of them to really have an impact. The only one that we did annex for development was actually at the owner's request, and that's one that kind of attaches itself to Joshua Meadows. That developer asked to be annexed because he was going to build, I don't know, 10 or 12 houses along there. And other than that, the owner's request, we haven't we haven't moved to annex any, or on that side of town, or we've got 2 or 3 back over here on this, the other side of town too, off of Santa Fe. And we can certainly take a look at putting a policy together. I think that'd be an easy thing to do.
I think just protect ourselves, just, you know, if we're gonna do this for this next 20 years, and we're gonna piece to piece to piece to piece it, all of a sudden, somebody
But
down the road said.
we actually went back and did the agreements to get all the pieces out, because that's kind of what we had along 705.
Right.
There was here and there, and it was a
Right.
problem with who maintained the streets. So we went back and let all those people out under those 20-year agreements. And so far to this date, nothing's happened out there.
So with that being the case, then why do we have to act on it at all?
Why do we what?
Why do we act on this at all?
Because they have to, because we do plating in our own ETJ. So that our building regs,
But with the House
Can be
bill,
enforced.
what, 2 years ago, 4 years ago, with the ETJ, the new ETJ laws, I mean, did that not take that right away from us?
not if
Since
they're
it's
under
not
a
a
development.
Not through an agreement, yeah.
If there wasn't an agreement, yes, if they request to be disannexed from the ETJ, we'd have to take them out, but not with a development agreement. That may change this next session, but
Okay, so-
because they're slowly taking it all out, but,
Because they can, you know, because right now they can, if they have a development agreement, can they ask to be removed from the ETJ?
they can ask, but we don't have to release them.
Right,
Anybody can ask, but the council's
that's for
position,
the newer,
yeah,
right?
and there, we've had a few people have expressed interest in being removed, but as soon as they open that gate, and so so far they've denied any of them. Gun Court being the biggest, those guys have wanted out for a long time, but they've never formally come to the council, but they've set feelers out. But we can certainly take a look at a policy to put in place. It shouldn't be a problem at all.
So is there a house or something on the other side of this, the side that,
I think next door, aren't they kind of dividing
There's
some of the property?
There's
There's a
a
house
mobile
next
home,
door.
I think, on
Yeah.
the property.
is that the owner of this now? You said it was to cut out a piece for a
Yeah, he's
family
taking for
member.
his son, yes.
Yes.
He's a good kid, I know him. Or he was. I don't know about now, but he was. He's a Joshua boy, grew up here, went to high school here. Family's been around for a long time.
Thanks, sir. Any other questions or comments? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll motion to approve.
Okay, do you have a motion to approve? And I have a second. All those in favor? All right. Anything else needs to be added to the next agenda? If not, we will adjourn at 6:38.